Hello, hello, hello. This is the day 9, yeah, 9 or 10, yeah. I don't remember right now for sure, but it's the day 9 or 10. And I'm here to talk to you one more time, you know. Today is Sunday. Uh, I will spend a good time without listening something in English, like a true little stop it to listen, you know. Of course, I will heard, some some music in English or just a few minutes, like one music, but I have to stop it, in this last week, yeah, in this last week until now, I have to stop it to listen something in English. I was, you know, talk, try improve in French. I wasn't, I still, I am, no, I am yet try talking, yeah, talk in French, yeah, because I'm starting. I've already started, yeah. I've already started being able to understand it in French, so I'm able to understand that language, and now I want to improve. I'm able to understand some music, understand some videos, some persons talking. I'm watching on TV, a Korean drama in French, but no, it's a thing. I'm able to understand about 80%, 90%, or 50% of everything, things like that. I'm not so good yet, so I'm trying to improve it. So to to make this thing more fast, I decided to spend a lot of time, a lot of time that I can, because I will work, in that week, tomorrow, tomorrow I will work again. So when possible, when possible, when I have time, I will try to spend time with the language. The, the goal was to spend time take it easy, but you know I will I will try to take it easy with that thing in mind, to just let it go, let it take it easy. But when possible, also when possible, when I have time, free time, I will spend time with the language, And I don't have sometimes I don't have so much free time, when I'm working. I don't have, and when I come back home, I'm so tired, and it's difficult to study. And that thing, I will try spend time to improve that language. I have 5 months, yeah, 5 months already since I've started study French, and about I've stopped about 1 month, yeah, like I don't know for sure, but about 1 month I've stopped to study, because I was working, something happened, few things happened, and because those kind of things, I ended up stopping, and I even make one video talk about that thing, talking that I was tired, I just was being able to study anymore, and that I would been I would stop stop for a while, stop study languages for a while, and yeah, was worth it. No, I see that little pause, yeah, that little pause was worth it, because now I've come back, right now I have energy, I have disposition, and I'm willing to study the language. So yeah, it was worth it for me how they stop it, like sometimes we are so tired, we are doing that thing for so long, and we need one pause, we need a stop for a while, we slow down for a while, and do other thing and see what is our what is our path or way, the thing that we truly want, and that is free time, that time that I That's why I study the language. I even know that I wanna learn the language. I wanna do this thing, like a hobby. I wanna make this thing one hobby to me. I'm studying for a while. What you want? We'll make uh, 2 years. Yeah, it's about to make 2 years since I started studying languages. First with English, so we'll make it 2 years since I started studying English. It's close, it's the month in the middle of the year. In the middle of the year, no, in the month of the 6 month, yeah, in the 6 month of the year, I will complete 1 year. No, 1 year. No, I will complete 2 years. Yeah, I will complete 2 years of study language, of study English. No, and it's a long time now already. It's a long time. So I stopped. As I've said, I've stopped for a few weeks. I don't know for sure, but I believe about 4 weeks. Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks. I've stopped it, and about 1 week ago, I will come back. I come back with French. I come back study language again, and I will know that my French level was good. Was better than I thought. You know, when I stopped to study, my French level wasn't so good. In my mind. And when I come back to have contact with the language, to have to watch things in French, I've noticed that I was, that the level was better than I thought. And I believe that this thing gives me even more motivation to keep it going. Yeah, right now I'm not, because I want to learn Korean. So I was thinking if I will come back to the language, I should come back to the French or start study Korean. I've already started study Korean for a while, but I've stopped it because it was a bit possible to study two languages at the same time. So I've I decided stop it and learn first French, and after French I will study Korean. But no, and no, I think I've decided to study Korean again because I was I was being aware, able to understand, and like why, why I will give up right now, like if I can do this thing faster, or if I can learn that language more fast, let's just do, because I know that to study Korean will be more hard for me, more difficult for me. It will be more difficult. It will take more time. Learning this language, French, French and English was somehow more easy. Like those things talking me only about Murphys, English talking about the 80 Murphys, about 80 Murphys. I was already, talking in starting. Yeah, I was starting talking in English. I was already being able to understand things in English, with 80 Murphys. And now with French, it's been more fast, yeah, it's been more fast to learn French and more easy for me than was with English. Probably because somehow English and Portuguese it's more close, those two languages they are close. So I believe that they make this become more easy. And also because I know how to learn, Right now I know how to learn the language. Like I don't need one teacher anymore. someone to be like there talking to me how to do this thing, do this other thing. I don't need someone to do this thing anymore. No, because I know how to talk, how to study, what to do. I know what kind of content, what kind of video, what kind of thing that I need to do to learn the language. So why I will waste? No, I will spend the money to pay someone to teach me, or pay one school, you know, those is kind of thing that exist, It's school, school that how say this thing, course, it's course. I don't know. In Portuguese, is course, but in English, I don't know how to say this thing. No, but there's this thing. Those places where they teach languages. So I see so many, so many, yeah, so much. Yeah, how to say so many? I see so many, so many persons, so many artists talking about those kind of things, and I see this thing and I feel why, like that thing that why will why I will spend my money or waste money in that thing if I know how to do. It's like I know how to do. I have I can say that right now I know the secret. Yeah, I can say that I know the secret how to do, and it's easy. Yeah, it is for me. For me it's easy because I don't know. I don't know why, but probably because somehow I have a more free time than other persons. Yeah, I don't really work every day or like in that week. In that week, I don't was working. I will work just in this next week, right? This next week that is it's where I will when I will work. So yeah, and about the times ago, I don't was working every day. Somehow just a few days because you know here they have much opportunity, and also I try, I've tried to get a job, but I don't find, nobody, nobody want, give me my chance, and I'm here. Some days I work in the farm, here have there's a farm, and somehow some days, when possible, when have something for me to do, I go there and work, do something there. I live with my fathers, my parents. I live with my parents, my mother and my father and my brothers, And I believe that this is making, somehow making me more easy for me to learn the language, like more easy because I have free time, and I don't have to worry with so many things like pay pay bills or take care of so many things. I didn't have this kind of preoccupation, so I believe that this thing ended up making more easy, you know, making more easy for me learning languages. Yeah, and also the thing because I know how, as I've already said, I know how to do. Yeah, I know how what I need to do. When I started the first time, I decided I will study one language. I was started in mind. I don't was, I don't knew yet how to do, but that idea was in mind. I need to pick first the words, because I was, through the apps. I was study. Study, before I study language, I tried so about 3 or 2 times and don't work, And when I decided to come back again and still again, my idea was I have to pick words. I have to first learn the words. No, I don't want to focus anymore in the in the grammar rules, how they say grammar rule and this thing is, and just follow one app, Those is app that exists. No, I don't, I don't like this kind of thing. Like, I don't say the name here in this video, but no, I believe that that it's possible. No, what I'm talking about. No, this is app that they have one thing, everything so beauty, and like this thing don't work for me. Right? No, in the app they have everything scheduled. They have their own schedule, and for me, I believe that I learn more when I make my own schedule. Schedule, my own routine. Yeah, when I do my own routine, like I don't have a routine anymore. I can say it's like I don't have a time one exact hour to revise the API Yankee. I don't have one exact hour to come here and record those videos or read in English, or read the book in English. I don't have one exact time to come here, and do. I just know that I have to do, and when I'm free or when I have a disposition, I come here and I do. And sometimes I don't have that disposition, but no, have all the kind of thing more deeply, more strong, and I don't know how to explain right now. I don't know how to describe that all the thing feel that there is inside of me, and so many other people that also keep studying hard, keep studying without give up. But there's that thing, Sometimes I come, I I come here through motivation, yeah, through motivation to that feeling that I wanna do this thing right now and I like this thing. But sometimes, I'm not so animated. I'm dismotivated. I'm still, like in the bad mood. Yeah, I'm still in one bad day, and no, I have, like I will, like I have nothing to do, so I just come in and do, and all the time, yeah, of course, all the time I don't do, like yesterday. I will revisit the app Anki, but have so many, so many cards in the app, and I ended up not revising, not revising one of those cards, those decks, yeah, one of those decks in the app Yankee, and I have to revise that card today, and will be more words that I will have to revise. They was from yesterday, and also they was from today, you know. But what was my decision? I was aware of that thing, and for more that I have to revisit the app yesterday, I was already spent some time with the language. I was watching things, watching things in the languages, the language. It's so important, It's more important than so many other things. So it's this thing, like right now, it's like I know what in in which area I have to put the X force. Like I don't know how to explain this. How I but it does that feeling. I feel that let's see, I'm already good in this thing. I'm I'm improving. Like I'm watching one thing, one TV show, and I see I see the thing that I'm already being able to understand. That I'm getting better, but I notice one thing that I'm still behind, and I know how to go there and study, and work in this area to improve. And I don't know how I know, but probably because of experience, experience of learning one language. It's like I already know. I feel I already going through something like that, and it's easy, you know. Of course, with the English that I know, I was just doing one thing that someone told. Someone told how to do, and I was doing, you know, and worth it, you know. The thing worked. The thing worked, and of course I've watched, you know, I've heard, listened so many polyglots, you know, so many persons that talk other languages, and this thing helped me, you know, helped me to how to understand, you know, to understand what is learning one language truly, you know, not just like what is truly learn the language and not just study the language, you know, like because you do two things different, you know, you study the language and also learn the language. So I understand what is truly learn the language and not just study. Study the language, I can say that it is a yeah, look. I will study Chinese today. I will study how the language works. I will study the history. I will study you know few words and yeah, that was my study for today. But in that thing, I don't was practicing the truly learn. I was studying like one just one fast screen, screen to see, and I already did it with that thing with the other languages. I did that thing with Chinese, yeah. I decided to study about Chinese, about the history, about the things, you know, of the language. And for me, that was only study. But learn is different. You know, learning require more time, require the two things, require study and also require spend time with the language, you know, and all the things, you know. It's, you know, and I have that's all the thing. You know, I study language because they have a much to do. That's all the thing. Like don't have that is the thing that I like. You know, I don't like I don't like to go to parties. I don't have so much friends. You know, like to go or you know. I just have money to you know to to travel to go to other place. And, you know, this kind of thing that so many people do. They go to parties, they travel, they work every day, things like that. You know, this kind of life. I'm not living this way, you know. So for me, not getting involved, I decided to study language, and this is something that they caught my attention, or something that little by little I start liking. I start liking this thing. You know, of course, there's time that we don't have energy, you know, motivation, but it's that thing. When we achieve the part where we are able to understand the language, just even if you just want a little, we can find one video or one video or one cartoon, you know, cartoon to kids for kids, you know, those things that is making for kids, and we go there and we watch how I say SpongeBob, you know, this kind of thing, SpongeBob. There is uh, in Portuguese we say desenho infantil, but in English I'm saying cartoon. I'm saying cartoon. You know, this thing that it's easy. You know, the vocabulary, it's easy. You know, the language, it's easy, and of course there's other thing. You know, and we just you know we can go there and watch. You know, relax. You know, spend time with the language, or you know, I think that what kind of video that it is easy to understand. It is video with polyglots, with video with teachers, where teachers or the language is they're talking or giving I giving ideas, of how language, thing like that. It's more easy because they know how to talk. They talk slow. They talk using the only the most used words, and it's more easy. You know, it's more easy. I've noticed that thing. No, yeah, the first thing that I started to study in French was one teacher, one girl, one girl that was talking in French about the language. She was, she is a teacher. She is a teacher and she's a French teacher. Yeah, and I've started to study her for the first time. Yeah, she was the first person. Yeah, the first one of the first person that I started to study in French. And like I was able to study her, but I didn't was able to study other persons. And it's a thing. Persons that talk about language, they know how to talk with they truly know. Like they, they know how to talk more slow, talk on the what uses word and this kind of thing. And when we are learning a language, we have to like to take level by level. You know, we don't already pick the hard level and start listening that thing. We just start. Like level by level. If my level it is 0, if I'm in the level 0, I start to, of course, pick words and watch things for kids, or watch teachers, English teachers, or Portuguese teachers, or whatever kind of teacher, or whatever kind of language, and you know, and little by little, when we are able to understand the language, we see that kind of content, we start level up, Right now, I'm able to understand Korean, no, I'm able to understand Korean dramas, yeah, I'm able to understand Korean dramas, yeah, Korean dramas, and also I'm able to understand music, some few musics, yeah, not everybody every music, but few music in French. I'm able to understand few persons, some person talking in French, and yeah, I know, you know, like I've already noticed in which kind of level I am, and which kind of level I need to achieve. Because yesterday I was watching one video that I don't was being able to understand everything, the one podcast, and what I will do, I will little by little uh, watching things that I'm not able to understand for complete, and one one day or not will be so for so long, but I will come back and watch that video again, that podcast, and see if I improve it, if we like I want to achieve that level, there is that level that I'm not able to understand yet. So what I will do, I will spend more time watching things in Korean drama, because I like that kind of thing. If other people like other things, yeah, they will watch it. But for me, I like those kind of content, So I will use that thing. I will watch that thing, and yeah, that's it, man. Learning language is something that truly caught my attention, truly somehow, ended up uh, conquer my 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 that thing have conquered me. Conquered me. That have caught my attention, and now I like I like know about countries, about cultures, about how to learn languages. Now I like those kind of things. And sometimes though, I wanna talk with other persons, but I don't have. My brother don't have that thing yet. My friend they don't they have that thing yet. And it's a thing. I wanna talk, but don't have. So until for now, until now I'm here. I'm talking here to those videos and that is it. I'll finish this video right now. Yeah. I'll be here tomorrow as well. And let's keep it going. I have a lot to study yet. I'm not talking French yet. And I know what I need to do to start talking French. So basically, I need just watch and listen so much French, and I also read. I need to read much, and this is one thing that I'm not doing because this position, I don't have this position right now to read, you know. But I know that I need to do the thing. I've already, I've already know what I need to do, and I will do, yeah, I will do this thing. But I'm already doing the part of it. Is listening so many things, and now I just need to start to do the other part. That is read. I need to read much. So that is it. I'll finish this right now. I'll be tomorrow as well, and yeah.